For match number 2 of the Bronze Taco Nerfed League. I am your fantastic host, Haxic slash Chaos Axel. With me today, I have Dat Fat Cat Sat. How are you doing today, Cat? What about DFCT or C? Never mind. I can't even say it. I was gonna be all evidently. That is unfortunate, but okay. Anyway, so Cat, we have Rebel Squad all set up, not with no matching icons, or it's a theme that I can't understand. So they're losing points, and same thing with Chug Life. What is it with people not understanding how to coordinate icons? This is madly disappointing. Okay, and there we go. All right, I have started the poll. So I guess I should probably go to Twitch and see if it actually worked. Let's see. Alright, Ron's Tacos Overwatch. Check the live game. Extensions are now mobile, that's neat. Oh yeah, there's the vote now. Cool. Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say I saw it on mine, but I've also been tinkering with it. So okay. So people who are just joining, there is an active poll for people whoever wants to vote for who's gonna win. Right now, I'm just trying to make sure I have everybody's lineup set here. We're still missing a couple for Chug Life. Let's see here. So I need to invite a couple more here. So I'm not really familiar with a lot of either of. I mean, I know I've actually played a bit with a couple Chug Life players, but I have not really played with too many from the Rebel Squad. Do you know much about Rebel Squad? Fair enough. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Well, I'm glad that eventually they got some coordination. I can't see Taco Zella, so unless they didn't accept my friend request earlier, let me double check. I don't see them over there either. So right now we're just missing Taco Zella, and then we will have our lineups for everything. Get a message already about it. I mean, I guess I don't really care. I should have him friend. If anybody that wants to spectate right now, if I don't have you on my friends list already, feel free to add me, and then I can put you in as a spectator. There's Mosey right now, who is now a spectator because I'm friends with him. Okay. So yeah, we are still waiting for Taco Zella. Ooh. Uh, that should be interesting. I mean, I appreciate that that one of my team is taking a side here. Yeah, I mean, right now it should end pretty. Where is everybody going? It should end pretty close to our 8 o'clock start time right now. So this is going to be purely a pregame thing, and I'm waiting for two more to show up. Okay, so we are still waiting. All right, I got a friend request that I will respond to here. Ah, that's our new one. One of the new nachos, the Maximus guy. Let's see here. Ah, there's Tacozella. Okay. I think what we're going to have to do going forward is like put an advanced sign up, because if we get enough people that want to spectate, I mean, we have to make sure we keep enough room for our subs, because that makes it easier, and then anybody beyond that can join as a spectator. But it'll be easier if we can just get a a sign up in advance. Yes, there's Taco. Sure. All right, and finally, it looks like we do have both teams that are ready to go. I have the first map loaded up. Right now, we are in competitive rules, so pretty standard stuff. Let's see here. I just saw that the automated response always makes me laugh. Okay. And then I think Mosey wanted to as well. So yeah, that leaves us a couple more spectator spots. If you are friends with me or would like to join as a spectator right now, feel free. We still have a couple of spots open. If it gets to a point where I have to add other subs, although I believe we have all of them, then I may have to just kind of remove people, but such is life. Oh, I see some coordination now coming in from Chug Life. I see some icons starting to match up here. Oh, here comes the pink. Mm-hmm. I'm in such a debate on getting that skin for Reinhardt just for the disrespect of the giant pink Reinhardt. And I haven't been able to bring myself to actually get the skin yet, but it's a hard temptation to resist. It very well might. Alright, a couple more minutes here. So it might dip a little bit into the start time, but I cannot accept an invite. I will be up here in my nice quiet booth with Kat. Sorry. But all right. So, like I said earlier, I don't really have a lot of experience with Rebel Squad. I've played a little bit with Chug Life, so I don't really know a lot of either of their strategies. Right now is still going to be about the best time if you're really looking to abuse goats. Although it seemed like Chug Life was pretty against that in the Discord chat earlier. So I will be interested to see who pulls out what here. Alright, so running down to our last minute. Since everybody is here as far as I can tell, we're just going to start on 8 o'clock on the dot here. 8 o'clock me, 9 o'clock Eastern. Alright. I'm going to be polite. I'm not going to vote in the chat or in this thing because I'm a little biased because I know a lot of the members of Chug Life. Okay, good. So it'll be both of those pretty mobile guys. I don't know if I would necessarily use them together, but all right, it is 8/9 o'clock, so we are going to get into the game. I'm going to be paranoid. It's Ili's first, right? Make sure I've got the correct map here, as funny as that would be. All right, confirm. Ah, and that would give Lucio a good advantage there, yeah. Alright, and here we go. Game number 1. So we will be on Iluis first, followed by Blizzard World and Temple of Anubis. Alright, and here we go. Game number 2 is underway. Our poll should finish up. I will check the results after this game, I think, just for curiosity. But, alright. Nobody's making any advanced picks, which is a little disappointing. So instead, we're just going to kind of look at the lighthouse first here. Just going to get a nice little view of this. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. Mhm. Yeah. Again, neither team is making any advanced picks, so they are really holding until the absolute start of the game here. Oh, there we go. Okay, it just didn't load up, so now we have plenty to talk about. Alright, over on Chug Life, there is a Moira-Lucio combination, but Artemis is actually on Symmetra, which is a little surprising, and Control Omni is on Bastion. Oh boy. Along with Diva and Orisa. On the other side, we have Roadhog and Orisa, so both of the pulls, as well as, like you had suggested, the Lucio-Moira combination, but they're also running a Zenyatta, as well as a Pharah, so they're running a ton of heal with only one actual pure DPS. Alright. Right out the gate, here we go. So it looks like Rebel Squad was the first one to the point. They have that slight advantage there, but Chug Life is able to rip through that Orisa shield. Oh, I hear a Bastion set up. He got a really good position with the teleporter. That's why they have the Symmetra. That was a great play. Oh my god. He's a monster, but you know what? It worked. That's dirty. That's a dirty strategy, and I love it. But oh, that's not good. Alright, we have a couple of switches immediately over onto Rebel Squad. We now have a Reaper and a Mei instead of the Zenyatta and the Pharah. So they are kind of going below the Bastion, but the Bastion is still trying to get a shot here. They've set up position across from the lighthouse, and they're just trying to find a way to get to that Bastion, it looks like. Oh, Bastion has his ult already. He's going for it. That wall's going to stop some of the damage. He's getting forced away and dies for it. Ooh. Followed up by a Nerf, which does manage to pick off the Mei. But we're just kind of trading kills back and forth here. Chug Life is still holding the point. It looks like they are not aware that Artie is in the middle of that. Oh, here comes just a pile of ults. Back and forth Moira. Yep, and one of the Moiras went down. Alright, and Chug Life does win the fight. Both teams expended a lot of ults, and right now it looks like we're going to have an ult apiece shortly here for both teams. Ooh. So it looks like, so now we have a Roadhog trying to ult. Oh, he did get the push on the Omni on the Reaper. So they're kind of, Chug Life is rallying around that Orisa ult, and they are getting picks here. Oh, good wall. Oh, and the pull into the well. So of the two teams right now, it's only really been Rebel Squad that's been able to take advantage of the Death Pit. They're holding strong. They've had a couple picks here. And right now it's just kind of fighting back and forth. Oop, and they're... Oh, again! The Control hits the pit again! Ouch! It's true. Alright, we got some more ults coming down from both sides because this is a final push if Rebel Squad doesn't get it. Oh, Reaper ult. He's coming back. He's going to get a couple. Look at that. He got 3 kills there. That is a great start for this fight for them. It's just kind of... Oh, they got it. And like that, it's that was a lot on that Reaper getting that fantastic triple to start that fight. That was great from the other Reaper, Echo. Excuse me. Oop. Control's getting found out in the back, though. He's probably going to go down for that. Ooh, that's a bad stagger right now. Ouch. Yeah, that is a rough start. Agreed. Alright, so I took a peek at the poll, and it ends up that we were at a 50-50. So right now it is dead even between the two teams for the poll. Alright, a little bit of skirmish outside. Rebel Squad really wants to make sure they keep this off the point. But here comes a couple ults. And they do end up picking 2 kills. One for one on the ults there. Uh-oh. Chug Life is getting a couple of good picks here. It looks like it's just the Mei as the lone holdout. Yeah, that's goodbye. This might just be it right here. I know the Reaper's running back as quick as he can. That was oh, that boop almost stopped it, but yeah, that ends up being a staggered Reaper, and they're just trickling in now. I'm not really thinking that Rebel's going to be able to get this back. Oh, but that's a good pull. Oh, it's just trickling right now. That male could do something. Gotta be careful there. Nope, they went down. All right, there it is. Oh, sure. Is that in the party settings? In the party of the broadcast. Okay, yep. Okay. Audio sharing settings. It is, yes. Yeah, share party audio is checked right now. Okay. I mean, okay, so we're starting up here. It looks like now from Rebel Squadron we had a lot of switches again. We have a Reinhardt and a Zarya as their tanks. Ooh, an immediate pick too. Good switch. All right, both teams now are running a Reinhardt. And here we go. Here's a big skirmish. Both teams are just kind of running at it. It's a couple trades here and there. But it looks like Chug Life is losing ground. Yep. I think they're getting it. Yep. All right, so... Right? I mean, it feels kind of like a more standard comp. They seem to like to run the triple healer comp, which, I mean, great for keeping your tanks alive. Ooh. Reaper, Reinhardt for a Diva DMAC. We'll see if that ends up being worth. Oh, there's a hammer, but Bubbles absorbed all of it. Still got a kill, though. Alright, and we're expending some ults back and forth. Nothing's changing just yet, just a lot of skirmish. Oh, that Ryan actually clipped her. But he's almost alone other than Lucio. Ooh, and ultimate comes down. Oh, the traded Reaper ults! Oh! But it's just not enough. That feels so bad. Oh, so sad. Yeah, feels bad, man. All right. Rebel Squadron's putting in a lot of effort here. Oh, they're rushing that Reinhardt and Moira. They're all that's there right now. Here comes the rest of the team. There's a charge. Oh, did he get the boop off? He got the boop off. That was a great charge. And the other Ryan gets booped off. Good lord. So, oh wow, Soul Guardian getting a bunch of boops in a row. Jeez. Probably. Those rapid fire are pretty great. But it's on the last map it was Rebel Squadron that was able to get the environmental kills. This time it's all Chug Life. Alright, here we go. Another group push. Here, there's some ults going in onto that Zarya ult. It looks like it's bearing fruit. Both Moiras are ulting now. There's a hammer. It doesn't clip anything. Alright, this is starting to definitely feel like Rebel Squadrons, but we have control in the background here with the Reaper. He's going to ghost out. And does go down. Alright. Seems like some crucial healing. They kept that Ryan alive and let him do a lot of shenanigans. Good play by Dark Guardian on the Reinhardt to pick off the low health targets. So, ult economy right now, it is in the favor slightly of Rebel Squad. They've got both of their support, 2 of their 3 support ultimates versus the hammer down on Chug Life. One thing that I'm liking that ooh, there's a hammer. It does get two. They get two picks for it. Now we got the controls. Oh, that was great. Wow, is that a team wipe? Not quite a team wipe. Okay. Great plays, great use of ultimates there. They chained them all together really well, and then now they have the staggered Reaper, and they are running out of time. Yeah. They're going to definitely have to start this fight with that, with the Baguette ultimate. I'm surprised they haven't used it yet to get the build up. Okay, they're both Lucios. There we go. Okay, there's just everything. Ultimates everywhere. Chug Life's getting a couple of early picks here. Reaper's jumping around, but doesn't get anything. Yeah, it was. Alright. And right now it's definitely feeling like Chug Life's got it. Desperation ults. They're all gonna get healed through it. And that will probably be that. Alright. First round is gonna go to Chug Life.
Play of the game.
Of course it was this. Okay. We can go ahead and restart the stream if we want to try that. That's fine. We'll have a couple minutes of a break here. That takes the bird out. Jeez. Ugh. Hard to beat the Bastion. That was great by Soul Guardian. A lot of rapid fire ones there. Yeah, I mean, my settings have always been the same, and I haven't had issues with broadcast before. I don't know. I mean, we can restart it. It doesn't super matter to me, honestly. Like, we have 5 minutes to burn in the middle of the rounds. I just have to flip it over to Blizzard World really quick here. And yeah. Okay. Alright, so we are... I can restart the stream momentarily. I just need to... You found it?
I think I did. Allow your voice to be shared was not allowed.
Okay, that's what it was.
Guys,
so
can you hear me now?
I hope they can't see you. That'd be a little creepy.
Yeah, definitely.
So Echo is going to Spectator, and I'm assuming that's Tiger. Alright, to Spectators, and we are bringing in Mossy and General. So Mossy to Red, and General to Red. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we have made the appropriate switches.
Currently at 24 viewers. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Oh, 25. You jinxed it.
25. And I did hear that our link to our Discord was somewhere visible, so that those who are tuning in and aren't already part of the Discord.
It should be right on the it should be right on the Bronze Tacos Overwatch Twitch page. I've seen it on their front and center. So if they just go to the Bronze Tacos Twitch page, I believe the Discord link is there.
Excellent. Yeah, so you guys heard him. If you're not already part of Bronze Tacos, feel free to check it out. Join our Discord. We're a group of cool individuals.
Self-described cool.
Super mega cool.
Okay, so I saw in those games there was a lot of similar compage. One thing I wanted to point out that I kind of caught was, for better or for worse, Rebel Squadron was really grouped up there, but I felt like the Reaper wasn't getting as much out as he could versus Control's Reaper, who was actually flanking while the other team pushed, or while the rest of his team pushed. Was there anything that you noticed, like that you wanted to call attention to from that last game?
The flanking Reapers always like a toss-up. Like sometimes it's gonna work, sometimes it didn't. I think I saw Control actually get pulled into the well once
I
when he
believe he
did
did.
try the flank. So it is hit or miss. It just happened to pan out a little bit more in his favor in those first two maps.
Fair enough. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I agree. It's the flankage can definitely be hit and miss. One thing I did like when I was watching it, Control for the other than the few times he got caught, did wait until his team was making a push, like actually setting up an attack to call attention to them, so he had the opportunity to. And the times he didn't, like you had mentioned, he got pulled into the well. So neither team really, nobody's breaking out goats, but they, I give Chug Life a lot of credit for that that combo, getting that Bastion up onto that high ground, and clearly Rebel Squad was not ready for that.
That was a creative strat to get him up there. I
That
have
was
not
great.
seen that before.
That was a lot of fun.
I,
But
what do you think about this next map? Because this does happen to be a good goats map. Do you think we will see that here?
I don't think we're going to see it from Chug Life, because they were, I mean, you'd have to be pretty ballsy to go back on all the crap they were talking about goats and use it all of a sudden. But hey, I'm not going to, I'm going to judge them really hard for it, but if it works, it works.
It's very true.
But okay. Give it another minute or so. I because we were messing with settings, I did not put an official timer on, so I'm gonna ballpark it right about now. Sounds good. Actually, I'm gonna say until I double check and make sure that we don't want to have any switches from Artie's team. I'm assuming not, because she didn't message me, but I want to double check. Otherwise, we're pretty much going to be good to go. But yeah, both teams kind of ran a similar comp. Rebel Squad liked to run that triple healer, which I don't know if that really worked for them. Like, I don't feel like it did anything that much better than what Chug Life's 222 was doing, you know?
It's because you're depending
Good
on the
enough.
Reaper to get the most value out of that as your sole source of damage. And if he's taken out early in the fight or not coordinating with the attack of his team, it's not going to pan out as well, I think.
I agree. Alright, so here we go on Blizzard World. Not one of my favorites, to be completely honest with you, but it's an interesting map. We'll see if maybe Rebel Squadron comes up with the goats, or I don't know. I like I said, I'm not very familiar with them, so I'm excited to see what they're going to bring to the table.
I am as well. This is a very dynamic map. We could see anything.
Very true. All
Chat
right.
is lighting up. Plenty of comments today. We're at 22 viewers currently.
Alright, here we go. Okay, so right now we have Chug Life starting on the defense versus the Rebel Squadron on attack. There you go. You called it. We have Rebel Squad bringing out goats. So that was a very good call on your part, and it makes a lot of sense here. I think you're completely right with that being a very excellent strategy on this one. On the other side, on Chug Life, though, they're running both Bastion as well as Symmetra, both of which are pretty good at ripping apart tanks. So we'll see how they play it. It looks like Chug Life starting on the high ground here up by the roller coaster.
It's a good initial strat there.
Alright. So we will leave our friends over there. We have the D.Va kind of flying out to the side there. A couple of sentries that are going to be able to detect, and they're immediately opening fire now. Alright, and it looks like Rebels trying to just force their way through the side here. And they made it into the side, but now you're just kind of down the barrel of a Bastion here. So they need to get a good pick. Oh, Chug Life immediately ran away and just took the portal out. Fair enough. Alright, here we go. So now they're set up. We have the Bastion again set up on the high ground across the way, just taking pot shots. He's already... Ooh, and that's a key pick onto one of the healers. Lucio down.
And they're still pushing us.
They are. They're losing bodies for it, though. Bastion set up on the ground. Yep. I think this is going to put a pretty quick stop to this. Other than maybe a few staggers. Yeah. Nope. He didn't even get the charge off. Almost looked like it could have worked, but once again, control on the Bastion working well, and he already has his ultimate.
You can tell that Chug Life has prepared for this match with the strats on high ground.
Absolutely. So right now, it looks like Rebel Squadron's kind of trying to figure out what they want to do. It looks like there was... Okay, they're switching to a more standard comp now. They are running 3 tanks, 2 healers, and 1 DPS now. So they have an Ashe, I'm assuming, just to try and take pot shots, but that Bastion is still just going to rip them asunder here.
Yeah. And with the shield and the placement of the team, it's hard to get
It's a
any
good
shots
flanking
for
diva from
Ashe,
Taco Zella. Always kind of poking around, causing a little bit of a distraction. That's a good move, I think. And once again, verbatim what we had before, we have Chug Life backing up to that second point. Like you said, they are very prepared for this. They know what to do when the push happens, and they're working well together. But now we have this Ashe who's alone and immediately gets run over. Oof. Yeah, I don't know if I would have put that Ashe out to flank, unfortunately. All right.
I do like that they're trying new things to try and figure out a way around this strat that Chug Life has. They're filling him out and see what can work.
They're just trying to find a good position.
They have Coltrane on the Junkrat, probably to spam down that shield and hit them where they're vulnerable.
Ooh, and he's dead. I'm sorry, just immediately gets picked. So they took the long way around Rebel Squadron, but they don't have anything to stop the Bastion. They can't get through the shield, and he's just going to keep ripping them apart. And there comes an ult just for good measure, I guess. Oh, both divas are ulting, and only one of them finds anything. And
I don't know if you saw, but Artemis put some strategic turrets behind the point because she could see where the other team was coming from.
Clever. I did not see that. So here we are again. We're down to essentially the last push, and the only ultimate that Rebel Squadron has is the Lucio. That'll keep him alive for a second, but that's not a good long-term solution. They're taking shots. I mean, I think right now they need to rush to the point before Chug Life can. If they outrace them, no, it's too late. And there's the teleporter. Soul Guardian immediately picks off the Junkrat again. They got first tick. Okay, I'll shut up now. Into the Lucio ult. They're still losing bodies, but they did get some percentage on it. So that is definitely better than 0. That is definitely better than 0. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna quite be able to get back. Yep. Okay.
That was an excellent hold by Chug Life, and it should be interesting to see what Rebel Squad brings.
Yeah, Chug Life, they were all over that. They were absolutely ready for that. I'm kind of amazed, honestly, at how flawless their performance was. They lost, what, 1, 2 people at all that entire game? That was insane. So we'll have to see.
It shows the power of a well-placed Bastion there.
That is very true. Yeah, no, that's some brilliant shot calling, being able to have that Symmetra just to be able to move the Bastion around and reposition yourself. That's great teamwork. But, all right, now getting into the other side. But yeah, of note, the Rebel Squad did manage to get 48.4%. Getting something is absolutely better than nothing here. Getting that first tick and then some is great. You have a little bit of leeway now if Chug Life does rush it. So interesting to note now, Control is on a Widow, so that'll be interesting. And we have Taco Zella on the Sombra words. So this should be interesting. I like the switch ups. I'm not sure if this is just we're that far ahead we can experiment, or if this is the other part of their strategy, but we'll find out soon enough, I guess.
Both of those DPS are good on those particular heroes, but it'll be interesting who the Sombra will attack, because the healers can kind of protect themselves against that kind of onslaught.
Right. And so now on to versus Rebel Squad. It looks like so they're running the Coltrane is on McCree this time, which is a little different. Well, I like the little icons they have up there now. Ooh. Good holding. Look at him go. Yeah, I think Chug Life is definitely going to have to back off here. Okay, good. It does block my messages. I was about to say, I'm getting some PSN messages here. But, okay. And we're getting forced back. The Chug Life is getting forced back. Now, ooh, gets blown up. So Rebel Squadron is doing really well at holding this. We've got a Sombra trying to peek around, does manage to hack the D.Va, but she's with her team, so I don't think you can take advantage there.
Maybe trying for to farm that EMP for a fight that can be over.
I would agree with you. Chug Life is they're just running it down now. Here we go. Opening up with the Junkrat ults. Does pick off Soul Guardian, picks off a key healer. So we're kind of just going all around right now. So Rebel Squadron, again, a successful defense. But he gets picked off. Coltrane gets picked off by the Widow. And the Widow subsequently gets picked off by the D.Va. Circle of life, circle of death. But Dark Guardian getting picked off and staggered like that is going to really... Oh, there's the big hack. That was at least 3. This is a good push. Gets nothing, gets eaten. Wow, is that a team wipe? No, not quite. It will be here. Oof. Other than staggered Dark Guardian, but... And just like that, it is over. Gone in a flash.
That was powerful map. Nice powerful win for Chug Life.
Mm-hmm. And once again, with the Bastion, dude, get a highlight intro. If you're gonna do this, you need to have a highlight intro, man. Come on. This was just good play, though. Honestly, that was great Bastion play. I feel a burning sensation on my tongue for saying the words "great Bastion play," but that was well practiced. You can tell that Chug Life were really ready to bring this Bastion out.
And you know, for any other team that's watching, happens to be tuning in, it's probably a good strat to take note of both teams and see what kind of team comps they bring to the table and positioning.
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm taking detailed notes, but I'm taking detailed notes. Okay, so I'm actually going to set a timer for real this time, guys. I promise. So there is an actual 5-minute timer going while I do some subs for Rebel Squadron. And, I mean, I'm kind of surprised that with Rebel Squadron, they definitely felt like they prepared for this too, but their strategies, I don't know. I guess they just weren't ready for a Bastion being implemented in all the strats. So the last one is...
That's a good possibility. Also, the fact that, you know, there's a lot of good faith in running goats and thinking that can sustain you, but when one teammate goes down, then the Bastion can rip right through you.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting, like you had mentioned, getting picks with him, it's if you lose your tank or like if your main tank gets hacked, your team's dead. Like there's just no coming back from that.
It's very true. No worse feeling playing Ryan than getting hacked and not being able to protect your teammates.
And just watching your team die. But okay, I think. Okay, so Cole says take out Guardian, Demon, and Stony. It looks like a couple of them already left on their own. And we're going to put in Tiger. It's just Tiger, Echo, and PWG. Okay. And thankfully they have their icons matched up. You see, this is the other reason you match your icons. It makes it really easy to move people around.
It's very true.
Swap to red. Okay, cool. So we
that
are
icon
good to
kind of
go.
looks like a like a Chick-fil-A icon to me. Maybe it's just
I
me.
think it's supposed to be a
Or
rooster, and that's why.
there you go. It's not just some fancy design.
All right, so Chug Life is not making any substitutions here. We've done the subs for Rebel Squadron. So, other than the obvious Bastion, was there anything you saw that you liked in that last game?
I do. I did like Taco Zella being strategic and trying to get that ult because they knew they just had to get 48% on that first point and playing it safe, shooting, and then knowing what to do to take that map.
Okay.
And I did notice Coltrane on the McCree, he was trying to keep his distance because he knew that EMP was coming.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, he got taken out by the Widow at one point, and by the time he came back, I believe most of
Yeah,
his
and
team was already done
you're
for.
right. He was rounding the corner, tried to get that ult off, but literally everyone else was dead. It was just you hope that you pull the miracle six man right there, but that was not the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah. So good call by him trying to avoid the EMP. That's a good strat.
Hmm. Yeah, I've been trying to play more Sombra myself because just like we're seeing here, I've seen a lot of Bastion lately after his buff, and oh boy, he's an absolute bear to deal with.
He is indeed. If your team doesn't have a set strat for a Bastion, then you're hard pressed to get around him.
Hmm. Yeah. So, what do you think that what Rebel Squad can do here to kind of? You have to assume Chug Life is going to bring the Bastion out again, probably in tandem with that Symmetra, at least on defense. What do you think is the or picks that they can switch into to get around that?
That's actually a good question. Well, with Rebel Squad, a few of them are probably familiar with Chug Life's strat on this map.
Hmm.
Um, so that should be interesting to see if they have already decided a way to counter that. But with a Bastion, kind of have to focus them down. I did see some playing on the Junkrat, which is good, like burn the shield.
Hmm.
Um, but you have to like work in tandem. Like maybe um, like two or three of them attack at once. Like go dive with like a Junkrat or something, and like fixate him down.
Hmm.
The Bastion down.
Yeah, it's so important to get to him first because otherwise, like we've seen the last two matches, he just rips apart a team. It's silly what he can do. So, yeah, I mean, in our experience with Legion, when we come across it, it really depends on who's on DPS at that point. We usually try and make accommodations to get a Roadhog into the squadron because that way the DPS
Hmm.
focus down the shield and then Roadhog displaces him. Or Reaper is another really good counter I found to him, being able to kind of split off and sneak away and then get behind the Bastion or behind the shield that's protecting him and cause enough ruckus to either kill the Bastion or turn the shield around.
That's very true. And this map is very interesting. It has a lot of stuff to hide around.
Hmm.
So like a flanking Reaper, where it's one part of your team going one way and you the other, could definitely work out.
Yeah, I am very interested to see what the teams are going to do here. This is kind of do or die for Rebel Squadron. They need to get a win on the board just so they walk away with something here.
Oh yeah, and the importance of map wins because the way Nerf League measures a lot, like even though you might lose the whole match, map wins is significant in the standings overall.
Yeah, and right now, Chug Life is absolutely going to have the guaranteed two because they've already won the two. So they're going to walk away with two no matter what. So right now, the best case scenario for Rebel Squad is that they manage to pull out at least one win here, or worst case, you manage to pull a draw and take that win away from Chug Life. So here we go,
So
and
far,
surprise, surprise, there's a Bastion.
Rebel Squad has an interesting comp so far. I wonder if they're gonna stick with that.
So I like what they're doing with the Hanzo because he's kind of the long range Bastion buster. That's something else that I've used to good effect before as well, where you use the Hanzo. As soon as that shield goes down, you Storm Arrow, and you can kill the Bastion usually pretty quickly. Otherwise, they have now... Oh, that is sneaky. It works if they come down the main road, and I guess it does eventually catch them when they come the side road. Sneaky, sneaky.
Well, there's always that teleporter available to get him back on point quickly.
So here we go. I do like the Tracer as well. I think that's a good pick if the Bastion was on ground. They don't know where he is yet. Oh, there's the Symmetra turrets. But speaking of, it looks like Coltrane is just taking a forward position with the Tracer, dies, but his team is able to kind of take a little bit more forward position for it. They're kind of splitting up, though. I don't know if I like that. Oh, wow, good pick by Echo. So they now know where the Bastion is. He's raining hell. Ooh, dragons already? Jeez. Echo Beast is one heck of a Hanzo, apparently. There's Cole again.
I like what Coltrane is doing here, trying to split them, get them away from their positioning, and make them pay attention to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you expect out of a Tracer, is just being able to play that game. But that, again, here we come with the Bastion, just they aren't able to properly answer the Bastion. Ouch. Balls to the face. Oh boy. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be short work right now of Rebel Squad. I think they're making good switches, but they aren't able to get the Hanzo in position to actually take out that Bastion, who's not protected, if they could get somebody to him. Alright. Come on, Rebel Squad. Get one on the board. I believe in you. Alright, they're still pushing as a group. They've, for the most part, have been pushing as a group well, but they just aren't able to secure the picks they need. So I guess they're just trying to go under the Bastion here. They've got to know he's still there. Oh, they definitely know he's still there now. Oh, they're flying past him, but he's just gonna take free shots at him, if not kill him. Like, ay. They needed to drop that shield a little earlier, I think.
So they're down to no healers at the moment.
And there goes everyone else to control. But we always have the stalwart Coltrane on the point. Okay. Oh boy. I mean,
I'm definitely going to see a switch here from Coltrane.
I agree completely. It's the Tracer there, and there it is. Okay. Switch over to the McCree, hopefully to be able to get a little bit more stopping power. But Bastion's not in that high position anymore. Here comes the... Never mind. That... Oh, that feels bad. It got eaten by the D.Va's defense matrix. And then here comes the Bastion ult, just... Oh, that was not a place to be, Mossy. Oh, boy.
And it's... Oh, they take out the baby D.Va. Interesting.
I might have just let her go. Cole's fighting desperately for his life. Taco's a little deep, yep. He ends up getting flipped out, though. Same, McCree, same.
Do you have a D.Va bomb on deck for Rebel Squad? They might have to pull it out for their last point.
Speak of the devil, that's a good launch. That doesn't get anything. It does displace them, which is still important. Bastion's back up on his high ground. I mean, at this point, yeah, you just have to ignore it and run. You're going to take some losses, but you got to try. Bastion does finally go down, at least.
Oh, those turrets.
Yeah.
They're well placed.
Echo is a great Hanzo, but just him being alone right now just isn't enough. Let's see if this gets done. Nope, gets eaten. He gets on the point, but bomb for good measure. Yeah. That feels bad.
So that Bastion placement was something new and hard to get around for sure.
Yeah, Chug Life is basing their entire defense around this Bastion. That is what they're doing, and it's working. So far, Rebel Squadron has not found an effective way around it in their hero pool. Excuse me. And yeah, I was really hoping for a couple more switches, I think, from Rebel Squadron to more appropriately address that Bastion, and I don't know if it's just they don't normally have heroes in their hero pool. We've seen them pull out the Reaper, but I guess it's just not really falling into the strategy that they had in mind.
I think if they went dive and brought the action to the point and made Chug Life come to them, it maybe would have made things interesting.
Oh, well, they're going to take some pages out of the book, I guess, of Chug Life, because they have a Torbjorn and a Bastion now, so they're setting up with turrets just the same in a different variety. I feel like Coltrane's on the Roadhog, too. I don't know. My own personal biases on how to beat a Bastion aside, I almost would have preferred 2 shield tanks just so that you can have one with each turret. I don't know if I necessarily agree with them setting up in the exact same position like they are. I feel like you would want the turret to be somewhere else, you know?
Well, looking with what Chug Life has, they don't have any dive to capitalize on that.
They're running the Bastion again. I mean, I guess if it ain't broke. Oh, there they are. Okay. Wow. All right. They're just their strategy. This is I think they need to take my old squad's name, and this is the Trashing squad right here. Jesus.
And we are seeing the beginnings of the quantum creep that Chug Life does like to play here.
Is that what they call it? I think that's it. I believe that that's a team wipe. Other than, yeah, no, that's, wow. Quantum creep, huh?
Quantum
Oof.
creep.
That was a very effective strategy. Good lord.
Play of the game.
Yeah. 3 plays for Control Alt Omni. Jeez. Well, if it ain't broke, that was almost a pick too. That's terrible.
He was protected by his team and did an amazing job on that hero.
Yep, that's all they needed to do. Oh,
Everyone,
lord.
thank you for tuning into the stream, and we hope you return for the next match that's going to be on the 24th, which is next Thursday, for more action.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's going to be casting that one yet, but people who are here that are in the Discord or who are going to join the Discord, after every game we like to do a vote for the match's MVP, so that'll get posted up sometime either tonight or tomorrow, so those of you who are new, feel free to join in and cast your vote. Those of you who are already in the Discord, definitely vote. It'd be cool to see everybody that was involved watch or vote for who they believe was MVP. But yeah, it was fun. Just it never feels good when something feels one-sided like this. And this is something that you know that Rebel Squad is going to bring back to their practice field, and they're going to have to talk about, like, how do we beat such a mobile Bastion? How do we beat the quantum creep in quotes? So what are your thoughts on the quantum creep, Kat? I mean, how do you beat that strategy?
Oh, it's like maybe have more mobile heroes to get away, to be more high up. If they had an Ashe or a very good Widowmaker, some snipers to take out from a distance and to be safe. But definitely more mobile heroes who can back away and take out approaching enemies at a distance.
Okay. Yeah, I feel pretty strongly that, I mean, if people haven't thought about having heroes that can counter Bastion in their wheelhouse, I think now is the time to start thinking about it, because clearly if it worked this well for Chug Life today, you're going to see it next week, you're going to see it in games in the future. It's something that everybody's going to have to be prepared to see. Not to mention, I'm sure there's going to be tons of copycats. You know, other teams are going to see how effective this strategy is and be like, man, we should do that too. Like, we can pick up a Symmetra and get our Bastion places, so it's something that's going to have to be in everybody's wheelhouse in the Bronze Taco Nerf League going forward.
Yep, should be interesting how teams respond, and if we see something to counter them for next time they pull the strat.
Absolutely. So, congratulations officially to Chug Life with their clean 3-0 sweep. Very impressive gameplay. I am really surprised at how effective that they were playing, but at the same time, you could tell they put hours into perfecting the strategy at every level for all 3 of this maps. So Chug Life is absolutely going to be a team to be feared, especially if you don't have a Bastion counter in your wheelhouse.
Definitely. Good games to both teams and good fight.
Absolutely. But all right. With that, I believe we're going to call it. Once again, congrats to Chug Life. And yeah, I will look forward to seeing those of you who sign up for the scrim on Friday, the standard 6v6. We still have a bunch of people that are a bunch of spots open. I believe we have at least 6 slots open right now. So if anybody's interested, it does not matter what SR you are. I balance it by an average of both, so it's as balanced as I can get it, usually within like 10 points. So feel free to join up for that, and hopefully I will see everybody Friday, and if not, see you guys next Thursday.
All right, everyone, have a good night.